Why does the BJP give freebies? And give freebies. An incentive is being given to come to the voting booth. If this is your demand, then you will lose your job and become a victim of crime. And all those taxpayers who ask why it should be given. It is like this, it is like that. So these are all people who have never contested an election. We feel bad about freebies, but we have to understand this. Adam Smith and Karl Marx are both taking benefits. But the only counter can be that, brother. This photo is obviously from Bengal, you see. So the SIR process is going on, as you already know. So the illegals who are found, their status is stated as no documents, not detected. Meaning their information is not on that either. It is not found in the data, nor do they have any documents. So the hearing for these people is going on in the SIR process, and I think it is a very fair process. The Election Commission is implementing it. So just like 58 lakh voters have been removed from the list, it is exactly like that. From all the states, just like now from Uttar Pradesh, more than 2 crore, around 2 crore have been found. Illegal means wrong entries, meaning those who have died are still on the voter list, etc., etc. From illegal to all kinds. So obviously they are being found in every single state, and there used to be many such crowds of illegals who roam the entire country, and wherever there is an election they go there and cast their vote. So that is why it is important to conduct SIR in all the states. Now this small video is from my last talk, that why does the BJP give freebies. I have given its full explanation that we feel bad about freebies, but we will have to understand this, that how the businessmen at the top are also getting it. If money is being distributed at the top, then why shouldn't it be distributed at the bottom, at least to those people who are in the lowest strata, the poor class? If they get some cash for voting, an incentive is being given to come to the voting booth, then there is nothing wrong. Anyway, the opposition parties are offering everything from alcohol to cash. So if you officially offer something, what is wrong with it? So some people ask, what then is the benefit for the middle class? So I tried to explain that as well, that when Adam Smith gets money, when the top industrialists get benefits, then the middle class gets jobs. So if you are saying do not give cash to the poor and do not give benefits to top industrialists, if this is your demand, then you will lose your job, right? You are jumping around because of that job, making all these strange demands. So you will lose that job then. If we stop giving benefits to the top industrialists, providing them with infrastructure, giving them land at low cost, giving them the PLI scheme, giving them tax rebates, if we stop this, suppose, then you will lose your job. Well, if we do not distribute cash to the poor, then these people will commit crime. So a crime will be committed against you. So you decide whether these benefits should be given or not. Both Adam Smith and Karl Marx are taking benefits. This is a clear thing. But there can really be only one counter argument to that. You have to forget the entrepreneurship job model entirely. So does everyone really have the capacity to be enterprising? That is the question. Okay, some people have also argued that, sir, the kinds of facilities that are given to the top industrialists or big businessmen, those are considered a productive use for the economy because some business is growing, etc., etc. But here you are giving direct cash to these people. So then what incentive is left for them to work? They will just become lazy, unproductive, and completely idle. So look, if you try to think about it like a parent, if one of your own children is lazy, are you just going to leave them to die? I am asking you a direct question. If one of your two children happens to be lazy, idle, or unproductive, are you really going to just leave them to die? That is my fundamental question. So you must understand one thing. If you truly want to get the benefits of both Adam Smith and Karl Marx, then forget the job model, right? Because in the process of building up these large industries, a great many self-employed people were left completely without work. The benefit that was specifically given to make a single business grow to a very large size ultimately resulted in many people who were self-employed or were doing some other work losing their livelihoods. They became poor. Now they cannot get those jobs because a degree is required, etc., etc. So in that case, get out of the job model. If the entire middle class decides to leave the job model, then we can stop giving these benefits to the industrialists, and we will not give them to the poor either. Right? If you want to do a job and you also want to invest your money in someone's business, then both of these benefits will have to be given. So you have to decide what you want to do, right? And all those taxpayers who say, why should we give? It is this, it is that. What is their financial status? And what is the financial status of those receiving the benefits? These poor people are not being given Apple iPhones. You must understand. This is not being given for them to have fun. And secondly, the reality is total unemployment can never actually be zero. So you can forget about that idea. No matter how much you try to skill or teach the poor, a certain percentage of people in the country will always remain poor. Right? Efforts are being made. Startup India, Scale Up India, training, all these perks and benefits are given. Yet despite this, some people are still going to remain unemployed. So if you say they should not be given anything, then on election day, you go and achieve the 80% voter turnout target. If you can manage to do that hard work, then go ahead and show us. Right. So this is what it comes down to. If the middle class wants a crime-free society, a society with less crime, then a person who is starving will commit a crime if they cannot sustain their life. Right. So benefits must be given. And if the middle class wants jobs, industrialists must get benefits. So Adam Smith and Karl Marx both need money. If you want to understand, then you decide. Abandon the job model. Tell taxpayers to abandon the job model. Then we can go ahead and cancel both these benefits. We won't give them to the poor, and we won't give any benefits to the industrialists. Think about it. Can the entire nation become jobless? Think about it and tell me. And all those so-called great people who say, oh brother, we are so intellectual, why should anyone get anything for free? If no one should get anything for free, then you go and try to fight an election. Right? You fight an election, sure you can win. Those people saying things shouldn't be distributed, let them win an election. How will they win? When your opponent is handing out alcohol. The other party is throwing parties, giving cash, handing out freebies directly. Okay, so what do? You have to counter it. So these are all people who've never fought an election. The ones talking, the ones advising not to give things for free. These are people who have never fought an election in their life. They just talk big intellectual moral science stuff. So why doesn't anyone say, hey, don't give industrialists benefits either? Say that, then we'll see. Just talking anything random without logic. Everyone who is here, please, all of you, give a like to the video and share the videos in your groups. Jai Hind, Jai Jinjanendra.